Hi everybody, we're back and we're going to do something a little bit different today. We are going to go up to the kitchen. We are going to make some sausage rolls, and we're going to make two different kinds. Sausage rolls, that staple of British comfort food, party food, snack food, and we're going to make two different kinds, and I'll explain that when we're making them. And then we're going to come back down here and we're going to eat our sausage rolls, tell you what we think of them, and we're going to ask you some questions about British culture and lifestyle. And then we're going to ask you what questions you want to know about American culture and lifestyle. And we'll explain more about that later too. So you ready to go up and start making some sausage rolls? And don't forget, if you enjoy these videos and you like watching them, please do click the like button down there and then click subscribe. And if you hit that little bell, you'll get notified whenever we make new videos too. All right, let's go make some good stuff.
Bye.
All right, so you want to tell everybody what we've got?
So
what are our ingredients? We've got
this
which is
pastry.
Yep, and this is the brand we like. Not a lot of, artificial ingredients and that kind of stuff in it, which is good. And it's never frozen, so it is easy to work with because you don't have to defrost it.
Jimmy Dean premium pork sausage hot.
Yeah, so we're gonna make two different kinds of sausage rolls. We're gonna make one from Jimmy Dean sausage, and I'm gonna mix the sage and the hot because the sage, from what I understand, is a little bit closer to, the kind of sausage you might find in the UK. And I like a little bit of heat and flavor. This is not really, really hot sausage. So I'm gonna mix these together with some onion, which I'm gonna chop up in a minute. And then the other one I'm gonna make, because this guy right here, not a huge fan of sage, I think. And so I'm gonna make another version of sausage rolls using this Johnsonville Vermont maple syrup breakfast sausage. So it's a little bit sweeter. It's got spices that are a little bit more typical for an American style breakfast, I would say. So, this might not appeal to you guys, but we're gonna see how Enzo likes it. And we're gonna see how I like it too. All right, so I'm gonna start by chopping up this onion to get it ready for the other sausage mixture, and then we'll start getting everything ready. I'll try not to cut my hand off here. This is not the best knife in the world, I gotta be honest. And I probably would normally put more onion in than this, but I don't really have a lot of extra onion. I gotta go grocery shopping. All right, I'm just gonna get rid of that. All right, so you wanna start chopping it. You can just kind of press the knife down there.
Really?
You wanna try it? Well, you gotta, here, let me show you how to do it. Okay, so you're gonna push the top part's not sharp. So you're just gonna kind of push it down straight, and you're just gonna chop it like that.
You can do it.
Here, try it on that half. Yeah, learn how to chop stuff. Just push down hard. Harder. There you go. Now, yeah.
Nah,
No,
you can do
you're not
it.
comfortable yet with the knife? All right, we'll get you there. We'll get you there so that you can start making some stuff on your own. All right, and then I gotta go this way. I don't know why I used such a small cutting board. Should have used a bigger cutting board, but that's okay. All right, onions chopped. I'm going to open the sausages. I'm going to put about half of each one of these in here. Looks just absolutely appetizing, doesn't it?
Ugh, that's horrible.
All right, and then I'm gonna add in the onion. Let's get it nice and oniony. And then roll up my sleeves. I don't get my sweater all dirty. And we're just gonna mix it all together. You wanna mix?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, all right, do some mixing.
Ugh, so disgusting.
All right, his hands got cold, so I'm taking over, and I'm just, again, gonna mix all the sausage, both kinds of sausage and the onion together so they're mixed really good. Now, I know some people will add sage into their sausage roll mixture. Again, because I am using half of sage sausage, I don't really feel the need to make it more sagey than it is. And I know some people will add other things, like some people will add breadcrumbs or egg or even stuffing. I know you guys have a brand called Paxo that is very popular over there. Our most popular brand of stuffing here is called Stovetop. But I'm keeping this simple for this video, and then maybe we'll try, you know, some different, more fancy kind in the future. But for now, it's just going to be the 2 different kinds of sausage and onions in this one, and then just the Vermont maple syrup breakfast sausage in the other one. All right, you want to go ahead and open the puff pastry over there?
Yep.
You're going to open it, and we're going to lay it out on our cooking parchment, and then we're going to roll it out a little bit because it's super, super puffy, this stuff. And so we're going to roll it out.
How much do you want me to open?
Well, you're going to take, it's 1 sheet, so take the whole thing out. Just take it out of the wrapper. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take it off of this. You know what I think we'll do? I think we'll cut it in half first. All right, so let's take half of it and put that on our cooking parchment. All right, and now we can roll it out if I can find the rolling pin. All right, so I'm gonna like kind of lean into the parchment. So we're just gonna roll it straight out like that and straight back this way. It's a little bit sticky. So you kind of have to hold on to it a little bit. All right, you wanna roll it a little? And start like in the middle, and you gotta press down hard, otherwise there's not enough pressure to roll it out. All right, and then do this side. Maybe right here. Okay, that's good.
What about that?
Right there, do right here. All right, so what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna take the mixture that I made before, and I'm basically going to kind of roll it into or shape it, I guess I should say, into a sort of, you know, long roll shape. And we don't want it to be too thick because otherwise we won't have enough pastry now to cover it. But I'm just gonna kind of form it as I go, I guess. Kind of down the line here. That looks pretty good. What do you think? Mm-hmm. All right, so now let's take these sausages, these breakfast sausages, and we're just gonna lay them in here. If you were just gonna throw these in a pan, of course you would just leave the casing on. But because we're making sausage rolls, I'm taking it off. Almost perfect. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to fold the dough, the pastry dough, over, and we're gonna close it up. It's gonna take about 20 minutes to bake.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to fold this over here, and fix the shortfall of dough that I created as a problem for myself and for you now. Yeah, so normally sausage rolls are a little bit bigger. I'm gonna make like sausage roll bites basically. All right, will you get a fork please out of the fork drawer? You have a fork? All right, we're gonna use the fork in just a minute. So I'm just gonna press it down with my fingers and then I'm gonna use the fork. So we're just gonna kind of do this. And this will kind of squish the two halves of the dough together.
I thought that was always just for looks.
I think sometimes people do this kind of thing for looks too, but it also has a functional purpose, as you can see. I don't know how well it's gonna work on this one. Now what we're gonna do, we're going to score them, and that's a way for heat and steam to escape while they're cooking. And then we're gonna cut them into the little bite-sized pieces. Do you wanna score some of them?
How do you do that?
So you just kind of go like this.
Oh, okay.
Just kind of lightly, just enough to make a little slit in the dough. And you can do it closer together than that, and a little bit deeper. Not that close, about how long I did it, how far apart I did it over there. You're gonna be a professional pastry scorer one of these days.
Yeah.
Doink, 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 doink. Not very consistent. And then we're gonna cut them. Where's my pizza cutter? We're gonna cut them into little.
Can I cut it?
You wanna cut?
Yeah.
All right, do about that size. Inch and a half, 2 inches. You're gonna have to hold this with your other hand because otherwise it's gonna slide around. Yeah, press down hard because you wanna make sure you cut all the way through.
These look good.
They do. You gonna cut the last one?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'll do the other one. There, take that. All right, and then we're gonna kind of arrange these on here so that they're gonna be ready to go in the oven. And now again, I know some people will put an egg wash on these. I'm skipping that step just to keep it a little bit simple, but I'm gonna put these in the oven, then we're gonna make another batch while these are cooking too. All right, I'm going to pop our 2 trays of sausage rolls into the oven now. There goes one. And there's the other. And we're gonna set that for 20 minutes. Since we did not use all of our sausage mixture, which you can see right here, I am going to just put this in a pan and I'm just gonna fry it up and then I'm gonna stick it in the fridge because that'll be really good either just as a little snack all by itself or on top of pizza would be pretty fabulous because some delicious sausage and some onions, and who doesn't love sausage and onions on a pizza? Look at that. See, this is why I didn't want it to go to waste. Oh, look how good that looks. I wish you could smell it. It smells so wonderful. But I'm not gonna try any of this, even though it looks amazing and smells even better, because I wanna wait until after we have the sausage rolls, of course, since that's the whole reason we're doing this. All right, the timer has timed out. Let's see how they look. Oh, they look pretty good to me. What do you think? Here's the other tray. That's what I'm talking about right there. Look at that. Oh, this looks so good. Do you wish you were having these right now? I wish we could share them with you. All right, so here we go. Here is our plate of sausage rolls. Look at this. I'm gonna try to bring this closer.
Yummy.
Oh, look at that.
So we have HP brown sauce and
yeah,
certain kind of mustard.
I don't know if this is actually focusing. Yeah, so a little bit of a minor catastrophe. Ooh, look at that, all that. And there's our sauces in the middle. A little bit of a minor catastrophe here. We are actually out of of Coleman's mustard. So I have a fake, some other kind of spicy mustard, but I'm not holding out hope that it's gonna be very good. I think these are the ones, okay, I think these are the sage ones.
Okay, I'll try.
Because these look kind of lumpier.
Okay.
All right, let's try one plain. That is so good.
That's really good.
See, I love the sage. I think the sage and the spicy sausage mixed together is so tasty. I love it. All right, so that was really fabulous. All right, let's try the other ones. We'll try them plain now. And then we're gonna do something. We're gonna ask you some questions, like I said, about life in Britain and your culture. Not very in-depth, but we got a few questions. And we want you to let us know what questions you have for us. So what are some things you want to know about American life and culture? Are there things you want to see? I mean, do you have any interest in seeing things? We live near Chicago, so we can show you some things around Chicago considering what's going on in the world. We can't necessarily show you everything we might normally be able to, but we can show you some things. I mean, do you have any interest in seeing what like an American grocery store is like? I'd love to see what a British grocery store is like next time we go, maybe.
Oh my, this is really, they're both super good. I really like both of these.
You don't like either one more than the other?
I don't know.
It is tricky, huh? All right, I'm gonna try one. I'm getting puff pastry all over my sweater, that's fine. That is a casualty, a hazard of enjoying sausage rolls. All right, I'm gonna try it with the spicy mustard and see if this is any good.
Okay. Not too good.
It's fine. It's no Coleman's. Coleman's has such a great balance of the spice and like vinegar level.
Yeah.
It's just not as good. All right, now I'm gonna try one with HP brown sauce.
Okay.
That's pretty good. That is tasty. The other sausage, this is the pre-made sausage, the sort of breakfast sausage.
I'll do the mustard.
That's pretty good.
It adds
is-
something.
Yeah, well,
Like-
adds a little spice and a little tanginess. Because again, the breakfast sausage is kind of sweeter. So you want to hear the real tragedy about sausage rolls in our house? Is that Amy cannot enjoy them because she's gluten-free. So puff pastry, not really a thing for her.
Really good.
I can totally understand why sausage rolls are so popular in the UK. I mean, you just want to eat like all of them. Like I could finish this whole tray if I knew that I shouldn't, if I didn't know that I shouldn't finish this whole tray.
I would think they're more filling, but they're not like super, like, they don't like, if you eat like 3, you're not going to be like, oh my God.
Right. I also made them kind of small too. I mean, normally I think they'd be about 5 or 6 inches long and probably thicker too, but we rolled out the puff pastry. One of the reasons I did that was to make them a little bit less filling and less puffy so that you get to eat more of the good stuff. That's what I'm talking about right there. Okay, so you want to read one of your questions first?
Yeah. So, what's everybody's favorite restaurant? Like, not everybody's, but like, what specifically is your favorite restaurant? Or what's a popular restaurant around there?
And maybe this is one near where you live, or because we are hopefully going to be planning a trip to the UK as soon as we can travel again, which doesn't look like it's going to be this year, so it'll probably be summer of 2022, which makes me very sad, but again, it is what it is. So if it's somewhere near where you live, let us know, what the restaurant is and what town it's in. My first question for you is, what is your favorite vacation spot within the UK? So any part of the UK, and why do you like to go there? What is it about it that you love? All right, what's your next one?
What stores, like what really good stores are there, and what places do you guys shop at?
Now, are you talking about any particular kind of store or anything they want to talk about? One that he would like.
Well,
Like a toy store?
No.
Video game store?
The huge one where we had the tea party at.
Oh, that was different. So we had afternoon tea at Fortnum and Mason, but you might be thinking of Harrods. Are you thinking of Harrods? That was the big department store that also had the food section on the floor. Yeah.
I'm saying like that, kind of like really unique and not really like just a normal store.
Good question. All right. My next question, and this is because I am very interested in architecture and especially modern architecture, which I know has a sort of checkered past in the UK. And I say that because I know there are a lot of people in the UK who don't like modern architecture and think it doesn't fit with the cultural heritage and the historical architecture of the UK. But anyway, that aside, we have a lot of what are called tract subdivisions here, where a builder goes in and builds, a couple hundred homes, and there's basically 4 or 5 different versions of the house, but they all kind of look sort of similar. We live in a subdivision kind of like that. I mean, our houses don't all look exactly the same, but there are some where the houses look exactly the same. So my question is, are there similar tract subdivisions like that in the UK? Or are most of your homes built sort of independently and custom-built homes?
What kind of food would you guys think is the most popular in the UK?
So the most popular type of food or the specific foods?
Well, like chips, candy, and...
What about regular food like you would have for dinner or something like that? Yeah, what are some of your favorite things to have for dinner? All right, my last question is, there's this sort of stereotype that a lot of times British people are not really comfortable having conversations with strangers. And I was wondering if you would say that's true. And if so, why do you think that is? Is it just something that's not really part of your culture and so you're not used to it? Or is there some other reason if you think it's true? And if you don't think it's true, or if it's not true about you, let us know that too. Anything else you want to ask them right now? Or we'll save other questions for the future.
Yeah. Oh.
These are seriously almost gone. It's crazy how many of these we've eaten already. Yeah, you got a lot of puff pastry crumbs on your shorts.
For the whole day, so.
Yeah, neither of us have eaten anything yet today. So thanks again for watching, and please let us know what questions you have for us. These sausage rolls are fabulous. I'm not surprised at all that these are as popular as they are, and I think we should try to start popularizing these in the U.S. I mean, don't you think everybody who tries these would love these? They're so good. And thanks again, and we will see you next time. Bye.